And well, Aaron continues to run good. Bad news for Hooney. Top pair, queen quick out. Queen of spades. He does check it to Aaron. The problem with that is Aaron bets big.
Oh, so that was our break? They just gave it? Oh, I didn't realize this.
Although, not huge in this instance. 7 million.
They'll deliver you food if you want.
That's true. But me eating a burrito on TV.
You're too vain.
Of course, Hooney going to continue with a call.
Putty poker would never allow me that.
7 on the turn.
Oh, you think it would be a problem?
Ruining the shot.
We'll see the same action again on the turn. Check bet call.
Those burritos are good though. It's the best thing they have out there.
I just had one for the first time, and it was.
I thought quite decent.
Solid.
32 million in the pot.
17.
Aaron going just over half pot.
Compared to the Caesar salad and the hot dogs.
I think Hooney could definitely consider himself still ahead of some of Aaron's value even here. If he's been aware of how Aaron's been playing. Guy likes to put pressure on. Likes to bet a lot of hands. Six of diamonds on the river. Backdoor diamonds completing. Only 4 making a straight. Not that Aaron has to worry about Hooney having too many 4s, but he can definitely have a flush here. A6 of diamonds would play the same way. Just one. Aaron himself, of course, can have flushes.
27.
Barreling off. Does have some misdraws as well that he'll want to bluff. Hooney's Queen of Spades in his hand is a very bad card to have. He wants Aaron to have likes of King, Queen, Queen 10, Queen, Jack of Spades. Cards like that. Could theoretically turn this into a bluff with the Ace of Diamonds in his hand.
5 seconds.
That would be a pretty cool play. Got to think, what kind of hand is Aaron going to bet 3 streets with? He doesn't have any combo draws on the flop that have made flushes. A hand like, say, 6, 7 of diamonds that might bet the flop and taken off. It's obviously blocked by. There you go, he's done it. Hooney does do it. I love this. It is class. Taking the Ace of Diamonds and turn it into a perfect bluff.
Should check.
Aaron wishing he checked his set back and maybe inclined.
I fold.
Wow, he does. He's going to show it and fold.
Vanessa could have been semi-bluffing a 5 on the turn just as easily as she semi-bluffed her diamonds. She's met adequate resistance from Antonio the whole way, so I'm fairly certain she knows she can't win this pot by checking. So the question is surrender or fire one last bullet. She's loading up.
And Vanessa fires 59,700 on a stone bluff.
There it is, the overbet. We've been here before. This bet is supposed to polarize Vanessa's hand, nuts or air, and Antonio can pretty much only beat air. This would be an absolutely sick call. Vanessa could very easily have played a huge hand the same way.
59-7.
59-7.
By overbetting, she's given him really tough odds to make the call, not even getting 2 to 1. Is a pair of 6s going to win enough to justify those odds? Not likely.
Antonio with 119,000 behind.
He's probably still thinking about that check raise on the turn. If she had a big hand, would she really have given him the chance to check behind? Finally, and people discount this more than they should, Vanessa has the stupidity factor in her favor. If Antonio calls and he's wrong, he feels stupid.
I think Antonio turned straight
with like a 5-7 suited,
Yeah.
and
What does she
and then I
have?
think she has a flush. I think she has it.
Worst read ever.
Well, that's what Prahlad the Couch Cannon thinks, but it's Antonio's read that counts here. And Antonio fold. What is going on? Antonio folds.
Little bit dirty on the pump fake by Antonio, but Vanessa, wow, what a sick bluff.
Nice hand.
The other day.
It's never more frustrating than when you're just like...
Fully
I don't know
rested
which
Barney.
is best. But
You're
it's
ready.
definitely
You're
different.
ready to fire off today for a long day of poker, and they took it away from you.
Yeah, exactly.
Over rested.
Yeah,
Oh, you guys have
yeah,
to
that's
do that
right.
for it.
Yeah, they can't get me into the box. I'm sort of like I'm rearing up in the paddock.
Traffic's fine where I live, really. But
It's getting like here, or
it's the motorways. It's when they have like repairs and stuff. And it
Greg,
goes down to, like,
cut off
lanes,
ace-4. He's playing 30 bigs.
then they close the whole...
You know what? Personally, I hate this. I hate these late position rag aces that you feel like you've got to play because it's an ace, but you know it's horrible if you get played back at.
Right.
It's
Some comfort in that, as I say, Peter appears to be on the tighter player, so the button's less likely to do something to you.
yeah.
So obviously going to open a little wider, but Kristen, of course, is going to defend very wide from the big blind against the cutoff open. Jack-9 certainly falls within that range.
Yeah, and of course I mean you don't mind getting called when you got the rag ace. It's like
Well,
oh
ace.
well, this is bad news for Kristen. She has to pay one street here. There's no escape at least from paying off one street. Well, that's the escape I didn't think of.
He's going to check back. I thought, it's
Well,
one of the, if you're going to check with some aces, ace-4
Yeah,
is
yeah.
a pretty good one. Pretty more inclined to check back
Yeah.
hand like ace-7 or ace-8, given that you block
Kristen's
some
not.
of the draws.
I mean, it's always a bit fishy when a razor checks back an ace though, because it often means exactly this. And Kristen's been around the block a few times, young as she is, and she wasn't buying it. It's probably easier for her to get away now than it would have been on the flop. Although still, I would have trouble not paying off one bet here.
Yeah, I think obviously she knows if he's checked back the flop, he's almost certainly going to bluff the turn. So
Yeah.
this is obviously
Yeah,
call here and evaluate
good
river.
pot control, and she's given herself another chance to catch up as well. I think you've always got to pay one bet, and this is not good news for Kristen. Actually, it makes it that bit more likely. I mean, it has bought the flush. It's easier for him to bet again now, but it's also that much more likely that he hasn't got an ace mathematically. So she'll do well if he sizes his bet right. She'll do well to get away from paying it off. If he makes it, just over a third of the pot here.
Interesting, of course, the hand she has would be a pretty fun hand to bluff with, holding the jack of diamonds.
Well,
4-7-5.
no,
I
I
think
think
pretty ballsy.
I think she's too strong and too good to want to do that. It's he's bet 4-7-5 into what?
Into 1.1-ish,
Yeah,
1.2.
yeah. So like I say, he's bet just under a third of the pot, and a bit over, but it's a difficult size. It's sized up to get called by a 10 or a 9, isn't it? And she's in a tough spot. She's only beating a bluff, but now there's only 2 aces left there. He's either got one or he hasn't. He did check back on the flop.
Oh, she is going to go for the check raise bluff. I thought she might.
You called it.
I thought she might. This is a pretty good spot. Obviously, it's really hard for her opponent to have a flush because she holds a jack of diamonds most of
And
the
what's he going to think of the fact that she used her time bank before doing that? I mean, did she do that already knowing that she was going to make this play?
Yeah, I think so. I think that it's a situation where the players, when they are going to raise rivers, obviously it's such a crucial street that they always use people always use a time back because it's such a crucial decision, whether you've got it or not, whether she had ace-10 here or the bluff.
Sure. But yeah, and now he's got the bluff catcher.
Yeah, he does.
He's in the same spot that she was in.
Fortunately for him, he doesn't hold a 7 or 8 to block a straight, doesn't hold a diamond.
And it's also a far less straightforward. She's shown a lot more strength now than he had done. You know, and the story checks out because she check called the turn when the 10 of diamonds came, and now check raised the river when the ace of diamonds came. So it's a very intelligent bluff.
Yeah.
But he's got an ace.
Yeah.
You know, and this is the second. I've been in here 5 minutes, and I've seen a very similar play twice. Very, very sophisticated poker
Yeah,
going
pretty
on
fun.
here.
2 check raise bluffs
Yeah,
already.
yeah. This is the great thing about the structure as well, is it allows. This is day 3 of a tournament. We're not in the money yet, and they're able to play this great poker. Obviously, you have to be like Kristen to be capable of making these plays, and she's got it through.
Yeah.
Wow, wow! I tell you what, that is, you know, she's figured it out.
Yeah, that was awesome play there from Kristen.
And you know, I didn't see that coming. I mean, you called it. You said it was a good spot for a bluff. You know, I thought she was just thinking about whether to call off or not. But this is different level stuff, and I'm really.
Benny might think this isn't a mandatory 3-bet or even a mandatory call to an early position raiser.
Did you really think he'd fold? Benny Spindler 3-bets.
Story checks out.
Now 20,000 to play, and hello, Paul Fulton is going to 4-bet with ace-6 off.
Okay, so I know I would be an advocate of re-raising Benny Spindler if you have any sort of hand, but A, Benny's not the only player in the hand. B, cold 4-betting with ace-6 is not a winning play overall. And C, no. Just no.
So action back on Benny with Bergstrom giving up his pair of 4s.
Boy, Fulton doesn't look very comfortable, does he? Oh, wait, that could just be because he's British.
Now. Those are not calling chips. Benny Spindler is going to 5-bet to 90,000.
I guess either King Jack is too weak to call with and Benny wants to turn it into a bluff, or we're just seeing a good old-fashioned stack swinging contest, which, by the way, doesn't necessarily equate to good poker, though it is awesome to watch.
Fulton hasn't auto-marked.
He does have the best hand. Gotta wonder if he knows it, though.
Oh my word, it's a 6-bet.
There's some serious button clicking going on here. I'm not even going to pretend like I know what these guys should or are going to do anymore. I'm out. All right, now I know a lot of you kids out there are spitting up your energy drinks and fist pumping in your hoodies like mad, but to me, this is more like a game of chicken than poker.
Who will blink first? Not Benny Spindler, it's a 7-bet jam!
Fulton has now invested half his chips on this hand. Gotta wonder if he's regretting it now.
Oh my word, this is the sickest hand ever! Benny Spindler shows